Good morning. This is like third time lucky. If there's videos of me just walking around staring, going like this, it's because a few tech issues this morning. Must be the glorious July weather. The hoodie's back out. So good morning. If you're coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, drop a replay. I wanted to touch on this. Why am I weaker at certain times of a cycle, and what can I do about this? That was a question that came up. If you didn't know, we're doing our 5-day menopause mastery program, perimenopause, post-menopause, what the research shows. And one of the questions that came up yesterday was that. And one of the reasons for this is you generally are, or potentially are, in weeks 3, weeks 4. If you consider PMS symptoms as well, from bloating to energy, to the fact you also burn like 200 odd calories more during that time. These all add up independent of, that time in the cycle. If you just said you were bloated, a bit tired, a bit lethargic, you're probably going to see a decrease in your performance. And you look at athletes in this area, and they'll quite often talk about this a lot. And some people will take like birth control to avoid this if it's like, I believe like the Olympics, or if it's their once in a lifetime and their performance is dropping. And you hear kind of interviews on that. But one thing you can do, so weeks 3 and 4, due to hormonal changes, you are likely to see that risk of injury seems to go up, etc. But I don't want to go too much, because there is a psychosomatic part of that where it's like, oh yeah, I better not train. I'm going to be weak today because it's this. Like, show up, do your best. Don't put too much pressure on yourself at the same time. But don't expect to get like the week 1 results. And one way around that is to compare week 1 with week 1 each month, week 2 with week 2 each month, week 3 with week 3 each month, week 4 with week 4 each month. So you get a nice blend then in terms of a comparison of week 1 to week 1, week 2 to week 2, week 3 to week 3, week 4 to week 4. So you're comparing similar months. You can say, oh, last month when I was in this stage of menstrual cycle, how did I lift? How did I feel? What was my energy levels like? And that can be quite a powerful thing to do, and also nice for our own mindset, rather than being like, oh, why am I so weak today? Like 2 weeks ago I was so much stronger. Then it's like, maybe it's because I'm allergic to gluten, to dairy, I need to stop eating strawberries or whatever. We start to conclude all these things. Maybe it's my blood sugar levels, when actually it's probably to do with our hormones. So then we can compare and get a nice comparison. Actually, we can respond to situations like this rather than react and go, oh, I'm just rubbish, I'm getting weaker, it's not working. And at the same time, we're not completely changing our training program, because, like I said, some of it, by showing up, you might get a personal best during that time. There's no kind of set way in going that you definitely won't. And I think it's important to also touch on that point, not to go into it going, I'm going to be weak today. So I hope that helps. Like, share it if you found that helpful, if you know anyone that might help, and I'll see you soon.